Let's get our lives together slightly, shall we? I've written a list of just the simplest of things that I want to start implementing into my day-to-day life in order to get back on track a little bit and, claim back my life. No, that sounds so dumb. I don't mean that. I just to start feeling a bit normal again, really. To start doing normal things, to start feeling more normal. Capiche? I thought it would be fun to go through the list, and then throughout this video I'm going to document how I'm getting on with it, and hopefully this will help motivate you guys if you're also kind of feeling the same. So let's start. It's very simple. Up by 7:30 a.m. Now, for context, I'm self-employed, so I technically don't have to get up a certain time for work. But because I've been in the trenches recently, that's been really detrimental to my mental health, because I've been snoozing my alarm and then waking up and it's suddenly like midday, and that just is like so bad for my head. And it's just like I can't keep doing that, basically. And it's so funny because it sounds so good in theory. Like, you're not feeling great, you have the privilege to sleep in. Beautiful. And I am very grateful that I've been able to give myself this grace period because I'm self-employed. Because obviously, like, if I had a 9 to 5 to go to, I would have to show up no matter how I was feeling. And I've not had to do that. So it is a privilege. But, like, I've taken it too far, basically. So up by 7:30 a.m. Like, come on, that's not even that early. I just need to start going to bed earlier, but that's another one of mine, is sleep by 11:30 p.m, which again, that's so late. Like, why is that? Why am I staying up later than that anyways? What am I even doing? But I've been going to bed at like 12:30, 1 a.m, which is just so bad. For like routine and everything else. No phone first 30 minutes of day. I used to be so good at this, and recently it's just been like, I'm in a funk as soon as I wake up, and then I want out of my own head, so I reach for my phone, then I doom scroll for a little bit, and that makes me feel 10 times worse than when I first woke up. So it's just like a vicious cycle. Like, I go on my phone to kind of escape my negative thoughts, but then I end up feeling 10 times worse. So definitely need to stop doing that. And I used to absolutely love not going on my phone in the morning and like reading and journaling, and I remember it making the biggest difference. So I do need to start doing that again. So that leads me on to my next one, which is read 10 pages in the morning, at night, don't care when, just read 10 pages. Like, that is not that much, but again, for some reason I've just been wanting to totally distract and kind of numb my brain rather than use it recently. So as a result, I've just not been reading. I've been reaching for my phone or like the TV remote or just stuff like that. And that's not really like me, to be honest. Like, this is what I mean. I just don't feel like myself right now. I don't feel like I'm in my own life. And as well as going through a big life change, for context, my 2.5 year relationship recently ended, and that's like flipped my life upside down, basically. And not to be dramatic, I know for a fact that people watching this video will be going through way worse things in their life right now, and this is definitely not a pity party for me, but I'm just kind of giving context quickly to why I'm feeling this way. But then on top of that, I also moved into this house at the start. Well, I didn't move in at the start of the year. I moved in like May, and I love it so much, but it's not helping to the fact that I don't feel like this is my life, because this is a new environment that I'm not used to, and that's like feels like an alternate reality where I'm on Sky, but I have my own house and I'm not staying in my family home. Like, that's so weird to me. It's such a new foreign thing. So yeah, there's just like, it just feels very different. And then these bad habits that I've started are just so not me. Like, I'm not usually that kind of person that will wake up at midday and then doom scroll and then watch Netflix and stuff. Like, that's just not usually like what I enjoy. So yeah, that needs to go. I think there's a time and a place for a little bit of Netflix and a little bit of phone time. I'm not like saying I'm going to be an angel and not go on a screen, but balance. Warm warm lemon water before coffee in the morning. Because I am one of those people who will reach for coffee the second they get up instead of having some water. And I need to start being hydrated because I think that's also not helping with like brain fog. And you know what? Might as well try. And my friend did tell me that lemon water is a nice like natural electrolyte in the morning. So I've not fact checked that, but I'll take her word for it. 10,000 steps, classic. I have been very sedentary. I've barely been leaving my bed, especially because, like I said, I've been watching a lot of TV and just kind of like rotting. And I don't have a TV in the living room right now because I'm waiting for my uncle, who's an electrician, to come in and sort the wiring. So my TV's in my bedroom, and that's not helping. Like, I'm literally just spending so much time in bed and it's so depressing. Like, I need to stop doing that. So my step count is just like non-existent. I'm so lucky with my job. A lot of it involves going out and exploring the island. And that means that I quite often do usually get a lot of steps in without even really thinking about it, just going on like hikes and going to different locations and stuff. But I've not really been doing that because I've not really been doing my job properly recently. I say that like I make content for a living. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is technically my job, but in my head, like, I am documenting the Isle of Skye and stuff like that, and I've not really been doing that at all. So yeah, step count needs to get up, but that's basically like I also just want to get more fresh air, and that's a way to measure that. So I don't really care about the step count that much, but I do want to be spending more time outside again because this is just, again, so unlike me to be spending so much time indoors, especially in summer. Not that the weather's been great, but still. Um, Wash dishes after each meal. This is kind of what I mean by the most basic of basic things that I should be doing, but just amn't. And that's really getting to me as a type A person. I don't know why I'm like letting them pile up throughout the day because genuinely nothing makes me feel worse than that. And it takes 2 minutes, and I actually find it quite therapeutic. So again, I don't know why I've got this little like barrier to being able to do stuff like that, but that's something I want to work on. 3 liters of water is a bit ambitious considering I currently don't even have 1 liter of water a day, I would say. So maybe we'll go 1 and then 2 and then work our way up to 3, but 3 is the goal. Do skincare in the evening. Again, I should be doing this. Like, I should be doing this. But my energy levels are at rock bottom right now anyways, and then by the time it gets to the evening, any ounce of self-care that I had throughout the day has gone. Like, any tiny bit of motivation that I had to look after myself, it's left the building. So yeah, I need to start doing my skincare in the evening. It's actually really bad. And I also want to start using my LED mask because it cost me an arm and a leg. So I would actually like to start using it. So that's kind of in line with the skincare thing. And again, this is supposed to be things that are like nice for me and like fun. And like I bought this LED mask because I was like, that's so fun self-care. It shouldn't be a chore, do you know? I don't know what's going on. And then yeah, off phone 30 minutes before bed, same as what I said in the morning. No screens at all by 11. So that's like usually in the evening I will watch a bit of TV, and I actually do quite like that just to unwind. And I am a sucker for Love Island, so yeah, I like rubbish TV. But no screens at all by 11. So if I'm saying that my cut-off bedtime is 11:30 p.m., that means that last 30 minutes is only allowed for either reading or journaling, doodling, whatever. Not going on a screen. And yeah, and journal is also on there, so I guess journaling, because I feel like that's always made me feel a lot more present and kind of bring me back to life, and that's what I'm needing. So sorry, very like kind of negative, depressing start to the video, I guess, by me just like listing all these things about me feeling down. But I wanted to give you a little insight into where my head's at right now in case you've not watched my last few videos, which very much highlight my current state because they're just vlogs of my days and I really don't leave the house, to be honest. They're really thrilling to watch. But yeah, I thought we could do this together because I know that other people will be going through their own stuff right now and not feeling very motivated to do anything, so maybe this could help motivate you guys as well. And I'm also thinking if I film it, it's holding me more accountable. We'll see how it goes. I am not one for putting too much pressure on myself, but that's not been too good for me recently because I've been too kind to myself. So time to put in some goals. Let's see how we get on with it. Morning, guys. I literally don't have a voice and my skin is breaking out because I think I've not been looking after myself. No, I know. I have already had my lemon water and my first half hour not on like phones or anything. I didn't really pick up the camera because that's kind of like me like switching on for the day, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was nice. I read about my book and I did a tiny bit of journaling. And it's really pouring outside today. Like, it's so windy as well. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see very well, but it's so windy. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit wintry and I'm going to make some porridge for my breakfast, I think. It is a big mug. This is one of my favourite mugs to have my coffee in. And then I'm gonna have to do my porridge in a pan, which I'm not very good at. That sounds silly, but just like I'm really bad for just getting the instant ones that you put in the microwave. But we're not doing that. So I've got a big jar of rolled oats and some chia seeds. Although someone told me that chia seeds aren't beneficial unless you soak them. I don't know. I might just like put them in with the porridge and like while it's brewing. Yeah. I'm gonna get some honey, salt, peanut butter, some nuts. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No. No. What a bad start to the week. Oh my goodness, guys. I think I added a little bit too much liquid, so it's like not really the texture that I was looking for, but it's fine. I want to put some frozen berries in the microwave too because I just want it to be nice and warm this morning. I'm like, actually, I can't explain how wintry I'm feeling and I want ultimate comfort. I'm also on my period, in case you can tell by how I'm feeling. This to be like the sweetest breakfast ever. Bon appetit. We taste test. It looks actually really good. I'm quite impressed with myself, to be honest. I'm happy with this actually, because when I woke up I was like, oh, I have no food in right now. Like usually in the morning I would probably have bread or granola or like yogurt or something, and I didn't have any of that stuff in. I think having like oats is such a good shout to always have in the house because oats and milk and you've got porridge, you know what I mean? And yeah, this has actually worked out really yummy. I forgot I could just do this for some reason. I go through phases of being obsessed with porridge and then just like not having it for a while. And I think because it used to be my go-to breakfast before running when I was doing my marathon training, it now kind of reminds me of that, or it did for a while, which put me off, but this is now back to it just being like a comfort thing, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, not gonna lie, I've woken up feeling like unbelievably anxious. Probably the most anxious I've felt in a long time. And I think it's because I ended up drinking at the weekend, which I just knew was going to be a disaster. Like, not a disaster, it was a nice night, but I just knew the knock-on effects of that were not going to be great. So here we are. And I just, like, this morning, I thought I was going to get up and go to the shop straight away to get, like, food in for breakfast, and I just couldn't face it. So I'm glad that I could do this, because I think when I'm feeling anxious, I don't want to eat because I like feel sick. But then once I eat, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to just kind of like fight that barrier, because you need to eat. And also, I always then end up feeling way less anxious once I've had like food and gotten into the day, you know? So this is good. I'm gonna have this, and then it means that I'm like fueled up to get out of the house, go do that food shop, and I'm not gonna put pressure on myself to go to the gym, but if I'm feeling good after it, this I will. We'll just see. I'm not sure. Okay, I've had my breakfast. It was really good. Still feeling very anxious, however, but I'm gonna go to the co-op and do my like weekly food shop, and then I think I'm just gonna come back here and do a little at-home workout, because I I just think I'm gonna crash out in the gym today because I'm just feeling so like not amazing. It's so annoying. Like, I'm actually like actually I'm feeling mentally quite a bit better, but than I have been, but my physical, like, it's like physically feeling anxious. Like, I'm like physically like, you know? Anyways, this is really exciting. So this is new. Well, this is new. And this came yesterday. All my furniture from the charity shop. So how stunning is that? Actually so happy with it. The clock still needs put up, but yeah, it's really nice, and the chairs are absolutely gorgeous. And I need to like, I'm basically gonna make this like a big photo wall, because I feel like the dining table is like family, and I don't know, you know? And I'm gonna make this like a big photo wall, which is fun, but not pinned up properly and all of that. And then this I got from the charity shop, and it's absolutely incredible. I've got one at home as well, which is so nice. So I don't know, it's got like a bit of a nostalgic feel to it for some reason for me. And yeah, I can just swivel that chair around, and that can become my desk. So it's a pretty good setup, especially in winter when the fire's on, and like, oh, that's gonna be so nice. And I love this mirror. It's from Zara. I need to figure out what I'm going to do about around the fireplace. Obviously that's not staying there, but yeah, I don't know how to frame it. And then I don't know, do I want like a shelf? What do I want? I don't know. And then did I tell you guys? I can't remember. I'm actually thinking about changing the yellow. So that's just going to be cream. This is also from the charity shop. I'm gonna fill it with like my nice glasses and stuff for a drinks cabinet, but I'm gonna put fairy lights through it as well, which will be very cute. And then yeah, like this bit's looking pretty good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, then I've got this as well from the charity shop, this table. So I'm really pleased with everything, to be honest. And that actually fits really perfect there, because I was like struggling for a while to work out what to put here, just because the couch goes right up to the end, but that's so small, and like it just kind of fits perfect. And then it's also covering the plugs as much as I can. I mean, that's ugly, but from far away you can't really tell, which is good. So yeah, I'm thinking like cream, and then this back wall actually gonna do green, and then that wall cream, and that's where my TV's going eventually. And yeah, there's like units here, and then this is all messy at the moment, but I'm very pleased with this little bit. I think she is pretty much done. Just need to get some photos up. So that's the update on that. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the shops now, I think. So let's do that. Okay, that was quite successful. Just really expensive. I'm gonna make some lunch now, then do a wee bit of movement, and then I'm actually meeting my friend. She asked me if I wanted to go to a sea sauna today, and it's pouring and so miserable and windy, and that's perfect. Like, that's, in my opinion, perfect sea swim sauna vibe. And we're gonna get coffee as well, and I've not seen her in ages, so it'll be really nice. But also, like, I think I'm realizing I need to like schedule things into my daily life, whether it's like signing up for an exercise class or just arranging to meet someone at a certain time, or some sort of commitment that requires me to have a time in my head that I need to be ready for, because that's like giving me motivation to get all my other tasks done. Whereas on the days where I've not had any plans, I just feel like I really struggle to motivate myself to like kickstart the day, and I'm like putting things off, and I'm just thinking like, oh, I'll do it later, or you know. So yeah, that's made me realize that, because I feel like I've already had quite a productive morning. It's been pretty good. I mean, I'm saying that I literally like did my dishes and went to the shops and did some work. To be fair, you didn't see that, but yeah. Just at my friend's house picking her up, and then we're gonna drive to the north end of the island and go for this sauna session, and it's literally so cold. I'm actually kind of scared to be in a swimming costume, but it'll be fine. So good after that. I literally feel like cleaned from the inside out. That's how I would describe sea saunas. Oh, and my friend's just arriving. It's turned into like the best day. I feel like this is exactly what I needed, and this is like, I've like missed this feeling. I like feel like myself for the first time in ages, which is so nice. I like want to bottle this feeling because I've genuinely not felt like this in ages. I know that sounds dramatic, but like this is what my life feels like. Like this is like my life. Like, whereas I feel like for the past month I felt like I'm living someone else's life. Like it's not felt like mine. That's so deep and so dramatic, but I feel like if you've experienced something similar, you'll know what I mean. And if not, I sound crazy, but that's fine. That's fine. Anyways, my friend's literally coming. We're gonna make pasta pesto with salmon, I think, and just have a big yap. So I probably won't talk to you guys for a while. Sorry. I'm just checking in and gonna be very honest. Where should I put you guys? I kind of wanted to do the dishes at the same time and multitask, but that might not actually work, to be honest, with the noise. I've just realized. But yeah, I want to be super honest in that, like, I have this crippling feeling of anxiety, like in my belly, like literally like in my stomach, that I cannot shake today, and it's frustrating me so much. And I think this is kind of hard to explain if you've not experienced it before, or you like I don't know, I never used to get anxious ever like this, unless like I'd actually done something to be anxious over or whatever, or like had something coming up. But this kind of feeling when you're so like cripplingly anxious that you feel like you cannot function or do basic tasks, but you cannot put your finger on what is making you feel this way. Like, it's not a case of like, oh, like you shouldn't feel anxious about that. It's fine. It'll be fine. Like I know. There's nothing actually that I have to be anxious over right now. It's just like a feeling and I literally just can't shake it. And I used to not understand that. If other people would talk about that, because I'd be like, but surely there's something making you anxious. Like there must be something that's making you feel this way. But honestly, like it's such a physical thing sometimes. I'll talk to you after I do the dishes. But yeah, I'm just like, deep breaths. Oh, it's so annoying. But it's definitely probably alcohol induced, so it's my own fault. Need a hair bubble. Such a nice day still. Like, let's focus on the positives. Yeah, the thing I think I find so frustrating is that like I have had the nicest day, like on paper, like okay, maybe not like the nicest day ever. Like the morning was a bit depressing. I was just sitting inside like editing, looking at a screen. But like as far as a Monday goes, I'm so lucky. Like I'm so lucky. What do you mean that I got to go to like the North End on the Isle of Skye, where some people have dreamed of coming their whole life, and I can just go there on a Monday with my other self-employed friend, and we can go for a sauna and catch up it looking over the sea and then going in for a swim. Like that's so lucky. And I feel like I get frustrated at myself when I'm then not feeling good, because I'm like, everything's good, like you're so lucky, everything is so good, stop feeling like this. Oh, it's so frustrating. Anyways, sorry, just like offloading on you guys as per flipping usual. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm just hoping that it is like alcohol and tiredness, and that I'm gonna be feeling good tomorrow. Because quite frankly, I don't think there's anything more I could have done today to try and not feel anxious, and like I'm still ending the day with a pit in my stomach, so it's just one of those things. Like I surrounded myself with people that make me smile and that are positive. Like honestly, like two of my most positive, uplifting friends, and like so fun. Like, do you know how long I've wanted to be able to have my friends come to my own house, like my house, and have dinner with them and sit and chat? Like that's so exciting. Like, oh my goodness, like we've been wanting to do stuff like that for years. Like, oh, can't wait till one of us has our own house and we can just come and visit each other. Like that is so exciting. I'm really trying to focus on positives. But yeah, it is just one of those things. Like it doesn't matter how like good of a day on paper you could be having and stuff like that. It's just out of your control sometimes the way that you're feeling. So whatever. We go again tomorrow, but I don't think I'm gonna film tomorrow because I want to do a separate video. I am gonna be doing up the house. I'm gonna be going to one of my favorite cafes. My storage just ran out, so I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. Really loving these wee at-home vlogs and the lovely response that they're getting. It's making me so happy. Like I know I'm literally just posting a silly YouTube video of me in my house. Like I know it's not that revolutionary, or like I'm not doing anything amazing. I know that, but I'm just meaning like it is like really nice to know that it's providing comfort to someone who's going through like a tough time. And so if that is you, I am sending you so much love. And yeah, I'm just gonna like keep up with these kind of very candid, honest, vulnerable vlogs, because I do think it's important to show more of that on the internet. And there's a lot of people that I follow online who I wish I would be able to see their more like honest side, I guess, or like just like vulnerable reality rather than the picture perfect image all the time. And I think that's something social media heavily lacks. So if I can bring a bit of realness, then that's great. Anyways, Aikiba. I'll see you guys very soon, as soon as I'm picking up another vlog tomorrow. Bye.